Indirect object, noun, and pronouns answer the question to whom or for whom. Uh, for example, io do un libro a Mario. I give a book to Mario. Or I give Mario a book. In English, sometimes you omitted the word to. So a Mario, in this case, represent the person you gave the book. So it's to Mario, or I do this for Maria. Faccio questo per Maria. So per Maria, Maria is the person for whom you do something. In this case, we are in front of two indirect objects. Noun. We have Mario and we have Maria. We can replace them with the indirect object pronoun. For Mario, I have the word gli, and for Maria, I have the word le. So if I replace that, it will be io gli do un libro. In the case of Maria, io le faccio questo. So as you can see here, the indirect object pronouns work like the direct object pronoun. They go in front of that verb, in this case do, and in the second case faccio. Now let's see all of them. So for io will be me, for tu will be ti, for lui will be gli, for lei as a female and singular will be le, but also for lei as the formal one will be le, for noi will be ci, for voi will be vi, and for loro will be gli. Okay, all of them have another equivalent form called unstressed, since we can use this form after the verb. I'm gonna give you some examples. So me is equal a or per, let me do a or per me. Ti is equal a per te. Gli equal a per lui. Sorry. Le equal a per lei. Same thing for the formal one, a per lei, formal you. Ci equal a per noi. Vi equal a per voi, and the last one, gli equal a per loro. Okay, so let me just give you an example. No, for example, I am talking to you. So, to you, to whom? So you know that you are in front of an indirect object, and in this case, you can have, let me just write here, io, I'm talking, io parlo a te, okay? To you, we use a. For you, we will use per. So, io parlo a te. I use the equivalent of ti, a te, and I put after the verb. But I can use the indirect object pronouns the other form and put in front of the verb. So io ti parlo. And they are exactly equivalent. In Italian, we prefer this form here, io ti parlo, with the mi, ti, gli, le, etc. pronouns instead of a and per, plus the other pronouns. Let me see. Let me give you just few more example. I gave you no. He gave me. He gave me a cat. Lui. Now, he gave me. So you know that you have two options. You can use a, me, and you have to put after the verb, or you can use me and you must put in front of the verb. So let's start with me. Lui, me, gave, so past of dare, ha dato, and then a cat, un gatto. If I use the other form, but it's better if you use the first form, it will be lui ha dato un gatto a me. Okay, there are equivalent, but as I said before, in Italian we prefer to use me and not a me. As you remember, there is one difference with direct object pronouns. When we use in the past tense, we had to change the last vowel of the past participle according to the object. Remember, for example, io ho mangiato la pizza, but if I replace la pizza with la, io la ho mangiata, according to pizza. With the indirect object pronouns, we don't have to worry about the past tense, and it's going to be always to. We don't make the agreement. For example, io ho dato un... let me write it here. Let me remove this here. Io ho dato a Maria un bacio. Okay, so a Maria is gonna be our indirect object, and I want to replace a Maria with the equivalent indirect object pronouns. So I just check and I see it's le, so it will be io le ho dato. Okay, in this case, you see, even if I have a Maria and Maria is female, dato doesn't change. It's not data. It's always o. Okay, so remember, with the indirect object pronouns, I don't have to change the past participle. I don't have to make the agreement with the pronoun. So, io le ho dato un bacio.